This is unbelievable, my friend. Just when it seemed like the Bills' season was already on fire, a piece of news has just turned everything upside down. We're talking about an event that could completely change the AFC's fortunes and directly affect Buffalo's chances in December. And that's not all. Behind the scenes, Josh Allen's name has been the talk of the town, and his reaction has even left the doctors in doubt. And to top it all off, the power of the division is already starting to show who's really in charge. So subscribe to the channel and come with me, because what I'm about to reveal to you now is too hot a news story for you to miss. The Buffalo Bills have just received an unexpected boost in their quest for the playoffs. With their matchup with the Cincinnati Bengals looming, the Bills have an advantage that could be decisive for the rest of their season. The reason for this turnaround? An intervention that will directly affect the opposing team's performance. Joe Burrow, the Bengals' star quarterback, suffered a serious foot injury during Cincinnati's win against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 2. Classified as a third-degree toe, the injury required surgery and ruled Burrow out for at least 3 months. This means the Bengals quarterback will likely be out for the crucial Week 14 matchup on December 7th. This is a significant blow for the Bengals, who relied on Burrow as one of the league's most dangerous quarterbacks, capable of challenging any defense. With his ability to move the tempo, create explosive plays, and remain calm under pressure, Burrow was one of the biggest challenges Buffalo faced throughout the season. For the Bills, the situation has now changed significantly. Instead of facing the leader of Cincinnati's offense, they will face Jake Browning, Burrow's backup, a capable player, but lacking the same ability to disrupt the game. While Browning has shown some skill in specific situations, he's still far from inspiring the same fear that Burrow instills in opposing defenses. This change in scenario puts the Bills in a comfortable position, but it also puts them under pressure. The truth is that, even without Burrow, the Bengals remain a team with dangerous, experimental weapons, and underestimating any opponent in the NFL can be fatal. Jake Browning, while lacking the same level of experience or accuracy as the starter, could surprise in a game where Buffalo isn't fully focused. This is where Josh Allen's leadership comes into play. The Bills quarterback, who boasts consistency and outstanding performance, needs to be the deciding factor in ensuring the team remains atop the AFC. If Allen can take his time, dominate the game, and avoid a Browning surprise, Buffalo will have a good chance of emerging victorious in this crucial matchup. However, the key to the Bills' success goes beyond Allen's presence. The defense, led by star Tre'Davious White, needs to be sharp to neutralize any type of Bengals attack, whether with Browning or the explosive plays of other players like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Cincinnati still has a powerful arsenal, and the Bills can't afford to make mistakes. The Buffalo defense's ability to quickly adapt to Browning's style of play will be one of the most important factors in ensuring this golden opportunity isn't lost. Furthermore, the dynamic of the game can completely change depending on how Buffalo adjusts its offensive game. The team needs to be aggressive, but wisely. Pressure on Jake Browning will be essential, and the defensive scheme needs to be designed to force the backup quarterback to make rash decisions. Otherwise, the game could be in the balance, and Buffalo could see victory slip through their fingers even without Burrow leading the Bengals. But as the Bills prepare to face a rival without their star quarterback, the big question remains the health of Josh Allen. Josh Allen, one of the NFL's toughest quarterbacks, continues to redefine what it means to be a leader on and off the field. Season after season, he proves that his physical and mental toughness sets an example for every other player in the league. Recently, in a brutal matchup against the Jets, Allen once again demonstrated his unwavering determination. During the game, he suffered a massive blow to the face, beaten by New York defender Michael Clemens. The impact was so severe that Allen immediately bled, and he needed to be evaluated to determine the extent of the injury. However, his recovery didn't last long. Allen was off the field for just 2 snaps before returning to take over the team's command. This episode further highlighted Allen's unwavering mentality. He didn't let pain or blood interfere with his focus and commitment to victory. "I'm sure they'll ask me to take an X-ray, but I usually refuse," he declared casually, as he ran across the field with his face swollen and visibly bruised. This kind of attitude is what makes him such an admired figure in the league. His willingness to sacrifice himself for his team, regardless of pain or adversity. For Allen, the focus has never been on an injury, but on the next challenge. That's what makes him so special. His ability to put physical pain aside to focus on his mission to lead the Bills to the top. No matter how dire the situation, he's always ready to get back in the game and fight until the last second. And, as we know, in 2025, the Bills continue to have high expectations and the time needed for their star player to remain firmly in the playoff hunt. Of course, Coach Sean McDermott and the doctors are working hand in hand. Allen's recovery will be closely monitored, as with the tight schedule and increasingly decisive games, Buffalo cannot afford to lose its star player. However, for Allen, the next matchup is always the most important, and the idea of being sidelined is not part of his vocabulary. And precisely because Allen continues to be the driving force of this era, his impact is clear when we look at the division's landscape. If you thought the good news for the Buffalo Bills ended there, you're sorely mistaken. The Bills' dominance of the AFC East appears unshakable. After 2 weeks of the 2025 season, Buffalo remains undefeated with a 2-0 record, firmly leading its division. Last week's 30-10 victory over the Jets not only reinforced their superiority in the half, but also demonstrated that both their offense and defense are at a level far beyond their competition. The Bills' defense was relentless, limiting the Jets to just 54 passing yards and committing 4 sacks, a clear sign that a team is more prepared than ever to face any challenge. On offense, Josh Allen continues to be the leader everyone expects. Along with him, James Cook has emerged as a key player on offense. Cook shone with 132 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, controlling the clock and helping secure another convincing victory for Buffalo. The Bills' balanced and efficient offense continues to dominate opponents, showing they're ready for the toughest challenges. Meanwhile, the rest of the AFC East is struggling. The Miami Dolphins, with Tua Tagovailoa still finding his feet, are a disappointing 0-2. The team still seems far from reaching its full potential, which leaves the Bills in a comfortable position. The New England Patriots, after a narrow victory against Miami, are 1-1, but their presence as a real threat to the Bills is increasingly questioned. Although the Patriots have a solid run, they don't appear to be on Buffalo's level at the moment. Buffalo continues to dominate, but the biggest challenge lies ahead. The schedule will be tight, and a crucial matchup against the Bengals is approaching. With Joe Burrow out, the Bills have a special advantage, but they can't afford to underestimate anyone. The season is just beginning, and while the Bills are enjoying their unbeaten streak, the real test will be how they react against tougher opponents. With Joe Burrow's injury and Josh Allen's dominance in recent games, the Buffalo Bills have everything they need to maintain their lead in the AFC East. But the big question is, do you believe they will be able to capitalize on Burrow's absence and maintain this superiority throughout the season? Or could other unexpected challenges arise on the road to the playoffs? Leave your opinion here, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.